between the Canes and the Noles, once upon a time, barely noticed outside the state of Florida. But those battles in the 80s and the 90s put both programs on the national map, made both of them champions, and we are lucky to have another showdown between these two today. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Florida State's offense will start this game off with the football. And a series has been defined by close games. The last meeting was not that, as the Canes blew them away.
They jumped out all over the Noles early in that game. They kind of established that rhythm and swagger. And David, you know, when this team gets the swag and they start... It's ball game. It's over.
When they get it going and the talent they have, they always have upper-end talent on their teams. It's just, can they meet that talent? Can they exceed it sometimes, occasionally? They were up for Florida State a year ago. Let's see if Florida State can return the favor.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Throws to the tight end. It's caught downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's first down. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Tried to pound it on first down. Now back to the line. Looking for space. It's Pringle. Can't get him to the ground. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just...
Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Didn't get a ton on the return, but the most important thing, he got the ball, and they've got it at the 48. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. Fakes to grab. At the 35, he's open. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. Inside the 30 at the 29, it's a first down. Dropped after a pickup of 3 down to the 26. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on 3rd down at the dope. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it. Can't quite cross the plane to get the 6, but they'll have the first down. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. The quarterback sneak, looking to eke out a few yards. Scores on a sneak. They can use this first score to sort of set the tone, guys, in this rivalry matchup.
Man, doesn't this feel good to come out, score early, get the crowd involved, get the nerves out of the way, Palmer, when you're playing in a big rivalry game?
Yeah, and I feel like momentum's always a big thing in any game, but in rivalry games, it's that much more important because everybody is going to feed off that first score now.
The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. A strike downfield. Great pickup as they'll keep this drive moving, and they've got it at the 45. Starting a drive like that really builds confidence. First down from the 45. Back to pass, it's Sperry. He's got his man. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Now the play fake. Using the quick game. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. It'll be 3rd and long. Defense looks as if it's coming. Gonna look downfield again. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. He was trying to get that return going. Instead, he'll hand it to his offense at the 38. Split backs here. He'll do it himself. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed.
Love the execution there in the screen. The running back shows pass protect. Last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for a big gainer.
He's got it. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. The Canes come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run it from the gun. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, it's Underwood. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. They'll try to move the chains on this 3rd and long from the 50. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Got it in the middle, it's Carr. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. And the Canes are marching down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Bush. Knocked down at the 25-yard line. Picked up 10 there and gets a first down.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star.
He'll take a shot. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
After taking another look, just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point makes it 14-0. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big Ten. Wisconsin is currently trailing, but if this young star powers a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winners Allen Amici and Ron Dane among the greats to play in Madison. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nebraska. Just another week in the Big Ten where the only constant is chaos. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Wants to throw. It's Sperry. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
At this point, trailing by a lot, the defense is expecting you to throw it. If you're going to throw over the middle of the field, the window's going to open and close quickly. You've got to have better timing to complete that throw. They just didn't have it there.
On third down, he drops to throw. Fires to the big fella. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. First down for this offense. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Back to pass. Got his man. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football. That time on the option play, I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
And the Seminoles line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Wide receiver comes in motion. He'll throw on 3rd down. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the right. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Seminoles! Some much-needed life from this offense as they try to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. If you're down, you got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. When you think of the significance of these 2 programs in the history of college football, remarkable that they've only been playing since 1951.
It's crazy because there's so many games you can pull out of your brain, Reese, and I'm sure because you were born then when this rivalry started, that so many games that were so important that had such big implications, Jesse.
Yeah, it seems like over the course of 3 decades, right? The 80s, the 90s, the 2000s, every time these 2 teams played, Miami and Florida State, we were talking about how it would impact the national championship picture. This really has been one of the better rivalries in the sport, even though it's really not that old.
The Hurricanes have it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Underwood. Fires to the tight end. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these 2 guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
And the Hurricanes have their offense in high gear. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on 1st down. Got a man. It's Carr. They'll get him stopped at the 34. He's got 10 yards on that one and a 1st down.
Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the receiver come open, getting him the football, making the 1st down, and they like to do this. When they make a 1st down, they want to go fast. They want to crank up the tempo.
From the 22 on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Buys a little time. Got it in the middle. It's Gilbert. Now the connection takes it to the 11. And the Canes didn't start this drive with great field position, but they have moved methodically down the field. Pocket breaking down. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. The give to the back. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Miami! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking in front.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Seminoles want to pick up the tempo. Grab near the marker. It's Roach. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line. The Noles, after ripping off that huge run, let's see if they can do it again. They think there's room to run to the right here. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. They'll throw it to the back on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
They'll try to run for it. All they needed was a few inches, and the defense was not having it. 4th down and 1, and they'll go for it. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he's got some space. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and a score on this drive would do wonders for their confidence. The offense down to the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Sperry. It's caught. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Makes the catch. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback will keep it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Trying to slam in. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. They got nothing and liked it, or probably didn't like it on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 1. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Pop.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
Good right down the boulevard. That cuts into the deficit. It's now 21-10.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Get it out on the screen. They'll stop him just short of the 1st down marker on the screen. The Canes are in the hurry-up. To the air, it's Underwood. He tries to take the top off. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the 1st half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Snap from the gun on 3rd down. He'll take another shot here. Makes the catch down the right side. Open spaces. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Canes. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Seminoles will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but
there he goes. They finally get to him. What a play there to pick up the first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Quarterback on the keeper. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a first down.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There.
A shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Hurricanes! And the route is on. The Hurricanes continue to gain strength, and they have built a lead on the Noles.
I think that speed from Miami is really starting to show itself here in the football game, and it just doesn't look like Florida State at this point, David, can keep up with all of that athleticism.
The speed and swag, they got it going now. They got the confidence going, and when Miami gets the confidence going, it is tough to beat. Florida State's going to have to make something happen and make it happen fast.
Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The Seminoles have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Dropping back, it's Berry. Slithers into space. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. The short hands, it's Roach. What a play by this defense, and they stop him short. It'll be 4th down. And the Noles decide to punt it away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll try to field the punt and bring it back. He gets a block. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Hauls it in. Open space at the 25. Out of bounds at the 24-yard line after the huge pickup. Inside the 25, they'll snap it from the 24. First down. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And if this defense wants to get back in the football game, they've got to match the physicality of this offense. And that's a great start here in the second half. Like coming out, not letting them run the football, being the more physical and more aggressive team.
The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. And the Canes will hustle to the line. To the ground to try and move the chains. He's got enough. It'll be a first down. They've got it at the 12. The Hurricanes are on the move. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Miami! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Palmer.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Sperry. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there. Now it's 4th down. And the Seminoles send out the punt unit. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Looking for a crease, it's Bush. Pass to Stigson, still on his feet. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49. They gobbled up a ton of yardage to open this drive, and now in business near midfield at the 49. Completes it in the middle. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here's a heat. Makes the grab. It's Lagway. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll leave it with him. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Ball's at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there.
Well, this defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it.
He's going for the goal line. Touchdown, Canes! And they take it in for 6 more points. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Dropping back, it's Sperry. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure it to first down. That's the way to start a drive. Now they'll snap it just shy of midfield. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Wide open downfield.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
He'll toss it. Finds just enough room to pick up a couple down to the 26. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. He's got an open man. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. The Knowles will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. And he gets nothing. And this defense is not giving an inch right on the goal line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll run it on 3rd and goal. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. 4th down and goal from the 3. Can the defense get a stop? They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs. This offense is stuck way back in its own end of the field. Back to throw, it's Underwood. He's going to go down, and he's in his own end zone. It's going to be a safety. They'll set up with a free kick from their own 20.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Final play of the quarter coming.
Let's go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. And the pass falls incomplete, and we've played 3. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Isaac. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Roach. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run to the right. Look out, he's got room. He'll get it inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39 before he goes out of bounds. And the Seminoles with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's Thomas. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The Seminoles come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. That'll be enough for the 1st down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. And the Knowles are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. On the move, it's Isaac. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the tight end. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can't pick up the 1st without scoring.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running.
Big man has it. It's a 1st down and more. Touchdown, Florida State. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
To the air, it's Underwood. They're working that left side. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game. The defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He had to fight for a couple down to the 33. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Now facing a 3rd and long. Motion from the back. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Grabs it in the middle.
And I know this football game is over, but we got to keep fighting. We got to keep finding something, some kind of rhythm in this offense, something we can hang our hat on that we do really, really well. Listen, the intermediate.
He lobs one high down the left side. Picked off to stop the threat. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
To the air, it's Underwood. He rifles one deep to the left. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Need 10 yards on this 3rd down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Canes come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Oh, they're after him. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
Well, this offense really felt coming into today that they were going to have to throw the football. And for the most part, David, this quarterback has been lights out. That time, though, he lets it get away from him a little bit, and that was a critical INT for the defense and their confidence.
They needed something, man. They've given up a lot of yards, and that's the thing about the defense. Just sometimes it can change in one play. They make the interception, they force the turnover, and hopefully, for their sake, maybe get in the quarterback's head just a little bit.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is incomplete. They were going for the fabulous parting gift, but instead will just go home with a loss. A rivalry defined by wide rights, wide lefts, mascot arrest went right down the middle, and a well-earned victory for the Miami Hurricanes. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.